the decision to rename the new submarine, abandoning the proposed HMS Achilles, has been slammed as craven political correctness by a former Royal Navy officer. The controversy erupted after the name, a suggestion from the Royal Navy's Ships Names and Badging Committee and approved by King Charles Roman III, was ultimately rejected. This isn't just a simple change. It represents, according to critics, a disturbing trend of historical revisionism. Chris Parry, a prominent voice in naval affairs, expressed his outrage on Times Radio, characterizing the renaming as a contemptible surrender to prevailing political ideologies. He argued that this decision embodies a broader effort to sanitize British history, erasing elements deemed potentially offensive or problematic in the current socio-political climate. Parry's condemnation points to a perceived attempt to scrub away aspects of the nation's past that some consider worthy of pride and remembrance. He highlighted the irony, drawing a pointed comparison. "I don't see the French renaming the Gare d'Austerlitz to avoid upsetting the Germans." This analogy emphasizes the perceived inconsistency and hypocrisy in selectively altering historical nomenclature while leaving other potentially sensitive designations untouched. The original HMS Achilles, a vessel launched 120 years ago in 1905, served as the namesake inspiration for the proposed submarine. The name, deeply rooted in naval history and carrying strong symbolic weight, represented a continuity of tradition and a nod to the illustrious past. Its rejection, therefore, has provoked a significant backlash from those who believe the decision reflects a broader capitulation to pressure from identity politics, rather than a reasoned assessment of the name's suitability. They argue that Achilles, a figure of immense strength and heroism in Greek mythology, is a perfectly appropriate and, indeed, admirable namesake for a warship. The name possesses historical resonance, evokes a sense of powerful legacy, and remains entirely devoid of inherent offensiveness. The implication, according to Parry and others, is that the act of renaming represents a cowardly abandonment of historical context and a troubling acquiescence to the demands of a particular narrative. The debate extends beyond the simple choice of a name. It touches upon fundamental questions regarding the preservation of history, the interpretation of national identity, and the role of political correctness in shaping public discourse. The controversy thus highlights a deep societal division regarding the balance between inclusivity and the preservation of historical memory.